Ooh, sorry guys. I went to the wrong live. I had set up another live for tomorrow for the Diddy sentencing, and I accidentally was in the other room and I was like, am I in the right room? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Ava says, I can't wait for this one. I'm so happy that really, Ava? Oh, the Diddy stuff, yo. So we gonna start with Diddy. This is what we have to do. We got to start with Diddy. So shout out to everybody. I'm waiting for the people to get in here because we definitely got to check up, and it's been a minute. And this is really we're literally at the conclusion, I would say, of this whole situation of this trial. We are at the conclusion, right? The trial, the sentencing. Um, okay, girl, hold up, hold up, hold up. Here, Mama Bear. Here you go. Ooh, cute. Lego gummy. Oh my goodness. Sorry, y'all. Let's eat it, she says. Welcome, everybody. Adam, how are you? Thank you for renewing your membership, Adam. Think it's good. I'm glad you like it. All right. Of course she likes it. It's freaking candy. She likes it. Hey Cerise. Hey everybody. I'm waiting for the people to get in here, for especially like those that have followed me through the Diddy trial. Shout out to everybody. That's can't deal with that. How is everybody day since the last one? I know there's been a lot of stuff that's happened in between. You know what I mean? My goodness, Chico just gifted a membership. Thank you, Chico. Thank you, y'all. Ooh, I have a feeling we're gonna have like a little bit of a I don't know, it just depends who gets in here, but it might be a slow night. I think a lot of us are kind of getting ready for tomorrow. So the rabbit husband will be taking baby bunny out, which will allow me to really like we back in the courtroom, okay? So I gotta fix this right here. I got my gavel over here. All right, my gavel. Okay. So we about to get it together. It's about to get intense tomorrow. I hope you guys are ready. Okay. I'm about to get some sleep. You cannot have my gavel. You cannot. No, you cannot have my gavel. She wants my gavel, y'all. No, no, no. No, no, no. No. She's so silly. No, here, but you can have this one. Mm-mm. Give me one sec, guys. Anyways, sorry about that. Yeah, so he's taking the baby bunny out for my Diddy coverage, at least for tomorrow, which would be good. It'll allow me to make up this. I gotta find my wig. I don't know where my wig is at anymore. I have my judges. Ooh, girl. I have my judges robe ready to go. I hung that up and I said, well, I gotta wear it at some point. So I gotta wear my judges robe. So yeah, we're gonna get it together. Belinda, I got that letter. So we're about to review it. So let's get it together, guys. We're gonna look at it. There's just so much happening. People have been spending the night over there since like, I don't know, Thursday, Wednesday. They already got spots. People are already outside. They got live coverage to figure out what he's gonna get sentenced, what it's gonna look like. You got last minute letters from Gina, who's submitting these letters about, he's a good man, yada yada yada. There's more letters being submitted. Brian Steele is asking for video, for at least 4 videos from his attorneys that they're wanting to present for sentencing consideration. Like, there's just so much happening in between, you guys. So we definitely got these docs, okay? But why don't we start with the first one, which is, of course, the Diddy letter. Diddy has written a letter to the judge, okay? He has. And we're about to get into this letter, okay? So this was submitted today, and it's from Sean Combs. All right, couple pages. And I figured we could start right here so we could start reading. Y'all ready for this? Let me know. Okay. And it says, Dear Judge, I hope this letter finds you well and in good health and spirits. Thank you for the opportunity to express my thoughts to you. First and foremost, I want to apologize and say how sincerely sorry I am for all the hurt and pain that I have caused others by my conduct. I take full responsibility and accountability for my past wrongs. This has been the hardest 2 years of my life, and I have no one to blame for my current realities and situations but myself. In my life, I have made many mistakes, but I'm no longer running from them. I am so sorry for the hurt that I caused, but I understand that the mere words "I'm sorry" will never be good enough, as these words alone cannot erase the pain from the past. Over the past 13 months, I have had to look in the mirror like never before. My pain became my teacher. My sadness, one sec, y'all. Here you go. My sadness, hold up. My pain became my teacher, my sadness, my motivator. I have to admit, my downfall was rooted in selfishness. The scene and images of me assaulting Cassie played over and over in my head daily. I literally lost my mind. I was dead wrong for putting my hands on the woman that I loved. I'm sorry for that and always will be. My domestic violence will always be a heavy burden that I will have to forever carry. The remorse, the sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame. I honestly feel sorry. Ooh, I honestly feel sorry for something I could. Y'all, give me a minute, okay? Sorry about that. And we continue. He says, the remorse, the sorrow, the regret, the disappointment, the shame. I honestly feel sorry for something that I couldn't forgive someone else for. If they put their hands on one of my daughters, this is why it is so hard for me to forgive myself. It is like a deep wound that leaves an ugly scar. He's talking about the assault. What do y'all think? Ahmad, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Thank you, love. He said he's reaching Ahmad. Ahmad, again, thank you for being a member for 6 months. And shoot for the stars. Thank you for renewing my love. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting the channel. Now, hold up, y'all. I got to go back and forth sometimes. I got to stop, take a break. Okay. Because, yeah, baby bunny's all over the place and she comes and she goes. Okay. Um, this is the first time I read this, guys. So this is why I'm reacting this way. I think that this is an interesting sentence for me because it's like that's been the question that I think has been asked. Like, Diddy has daughters. If somebody were to put their hands on like the daughters, how would he feel about that? How would you feel about that as a father? And now, but he's had daughters. He had these daughters when he was with Cassie, and it never really like dawned on him that, a man could do that to his daughters. Like, it's weird to me, but let me know what you guys think. Diddy's a monster. Tigers don't change their stripes, he said, Rosie. Yeah, Leah. And that's why Ahmad said, oh, he's reaching. He's reaching. Everybody's saying he's reaching. Sir, it's tomorrow, man. I know. It gets bad. Belinda's like, keep reading, Rabbit. All right, let me get it together. I'm having a reaction. Thank you, my love, for the $5. Okay. Your Honor, I thought I was providing for Jane concerning her and her child. But after hearing her testimony, I realized that I hurt her. For this, I'm deeply sorry. He's mentioning Jane, okay? Who's the other victim? I lost my ways. I got lost in my journey. I lost in the drugs and the access. My downfall was rooted in my selfishness. I have been humbled and broken to my core. Jail is designed to break you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Over the past year, there have been so many times that I wanted to give up. There have been some days I thought I would be better off dead. The old me died in jail, and a new version of me was reborn. Oh man, Prison will change you or kill you. I choose to live. Okay. Every day, I'm like, did he really write this? Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Are you sure Diddy wrote this? Last Ronin, you are fine. Thank you. This is Diddy. I don't know. You said he's trying to gaslight? Lord have mercy. Come on, y'all. This is his letter. Yes, Aqua will be live tomorrow. He's going to be sentenced. He's being sentenced tomorrow. Okay. Let's keep reading. You said I rebuke? All right, y'all. I'm looking at y'all are like in my chat going crazy. Shout out to you guys. You said the attorney wrote this? Okay. He says, every day since my incarceration, as difficult as my circumstances currently are, I have made the best of my time by reading books, writing, working out, or in therapy, obtaining the tools and knowledge to deal with my past drug abuse and anger issues. I have been putting in the work and working diligently to become the best version of myself to ensure that I never make the same mistake again. Okay. I realize that I'm in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. There you go. That's it. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay. Because the reality of the situation is this: Diddy has been saved by a lot of money and the powers that be. To me, that is the most honest thing right now, that he has thrown a lot of money to the defense, and because he has to defend himself, and a lot of money for this and that and the other. But this is the time in his life, this is the circumstances, whether you agree with the conviction or not, that right there, my friends, is right there, that no amount of money is gonna get you out of this, right? So I think that that sentence is very powerful, at least for me. That's how I read that. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. Only God can save me. My grandmother used to teach me that God makes no mistakes and that everything he does is for your good. I believe that a bad situation can be used for good. Although the situation has been the hardest and darkest time in my life, good things have come out of my incarceration. For starters, I'm now sober for the first time in 25 years. I have been trying my best to deal with my drug abuse and anger issues and take accountability, as well as positive steps towards healing. One of the most beautiful things I've experienced is being asked by my fellow inmates to teach and mentor them. They wanted to learn that they wanted to learn what I did to become a successful businessman. I was inspired by their hunger and desire to learn information in order to not only set goals, but achieve any goals and dreams that their heart desires. I started teaching a 6-week program called Free Game, title given by my fellow inmates, which I was able to have provided and sanctioned by the Bureau of Prisons, the BOP. I don't just teach about my success, I also teach about my mistakes and failures. It has truly been a blessing to do something positive in a negative situation. It has been beautiful to see the newfound hope in my fellow inmates' eyes. The most shocking thing was to see the unity and the peace this class has produced. As you are probably aware, jails and prisons are segregated places. However, in our class, we have Black, Spanish, white, and Asians all come together in one room learning and working together. We even have an interpreter for the Spanish speaking inmates. The biggest miracle that I've seen with this class is all of the gangs, such as the Bloods, the Crips, MS-13, the 18th Street, in one room working together. I'm so proud to say that since this class started, there have been no fights in our unit. This class has also helped me in my time of need and despair. Being able to do something good for others has also given me much needed hope. God bless me with this opportunity to help others, and I will continue to do so. I ask you for your mercy today, not only for my sake, but for the sake of my children. God bless me with 7 beautiful children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. Their names are Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Jesse. I always Is it Delay or Delay? I think it's Delay. I always get her name confused because of the accent. And the newest addition, the 2-year-old daughter, Love. Four of my children lost their mother, Kim Porter, as she tragically passed away in 2018. I'm their only parent. I have failed my children as a father. My father was murdered when I was 3 years old. So I know firsthand what it is to not have a father. More than anything, I just want the opportunity to return home and be the father that they need that they need and deserve. God also blessed me with the greatest mother in the world. My mother sacrificed her life and her dreams to provide for me and my youngest sister, Keisha. I believe, if I'm understanding correctly, Keisha is not, she's she would be considered a cousin, but since mom took over, she's referred to as a sister, if that makes sense. Let me know in the chat if that's correct. Pinche Becky, thank you so much for renewing your membership. Shout out to Pinche Becky. Let me take a little drink of my coffee, y'all. Thoughts so far, my friends? Let me know in the chat. This letter's making me sick and pissing me off at using every tactic in the book to get leniency from the judge, says Kelly J. Whew. Yeah, yes, he did. Not biological, right? I think the judge's going to make this right, since the jury pretty much cleared him. I do wonder if the judge would have. Oh, okay. Here you go. You're welcome. I do wonder if the judge would have cleared him, if it was up to him. I do wonder if he felt like I do wonder what the judge is thinking. I know he can't give his opinion, but I do wonder. Miss Hattie's like, she brought the violins. He said, "You gonna reap what you sow. So kick back and enjoy your prison stay." Shake my head. Hope you guys are here in the morning while we cover this. Okay, we're gonna cover the sentencing. We'll be live. It's gonna be an interesting live. Okay. Let's keep going. Where did I leave off? There's nothing more important to me than my family. Excuse me. Hold up. Where did I go? My mother sacrificed her life and dreams to provide for me and my younger sister, Keisha. She worked 3 jobs to make sure that we had a roof over our heads, clothes on our back, and the best education. My mother is now 84 years old, and she has recently had brain surgery. Despite her own health challenges, she attended my trial every day. I have always been her primary caregiver. It breaks my heart that I put myself in a situation, and for the first time, I'm unable to be there for my mother when she needs me the most. As I write you this letter, I'm scared to death, scared to spend another second away from my mother and my children. I no longer care about the money or the fame. There's nothing more important to me than my family. Y'all hear that? He says, I no longer care about the money or the fame. I understand that one factor the court has to consider is that, hold up, let me make sure I said this correctly, because I feel like it's the words in my mouth, but I don't want to mess it up. Deterrence, not deference, deterrence. Y'all. Deterrence, that's how you say that. Which means the action of discouraging an action or event through instilling doubt or fear of the consequences. Okay. I understand one factor the court has to consider is deterrence. Deterrence for me and for others to ensure that no one follows in my footsteps and makes the same mistakes. For over a year, I have been locked in one room with 25 other incarcerated people sharing the same one room. In this room that I share, there are no windows. There is no natural light, clean air. There's no sunlight. And we all live in one room. We eat, sleep, use the toilet, take showers, prepare meals, all in the same room. The conditions that my actions have placed me are inhumane. I don't tell you this to pity. I don't tell you this for pity or sympathy. I'm simply sharing my truth and the truth of my fellow incarcerated people. We have no clean drinking water, and we boil our drinking water. We all share one washing machine, which is broken. I'm surrounded by drugs and live every day with the constant threat of being stabbed or losing my life. Again, I'm not expecting pity or sympathy, but my time at MDC, oh, hold up, y'all. But my time at MDC has changed me forever. Prior to being in jail, I took care of and was present for my family. Being in jail and because of my conduct, I lost the ability to care for my mother. I lost the ability to effectively raise and support my children. I have missed my three daughters' proms and graduations. I have missed talking. I have missed taking one of my daughters to college. I have lost the freedom to teach my 2-year old how to speak, dance, play, or be there to console her when she falls down or has a nightmare. I started from nothing and worked hard to earn everything I had. But because of my conduct, I have lost all my businesses. I have lost my career. I have lost the charter schools that I started, and I have destroyed my reputation and stained the reputation of those that worked for me. I lost my being present with my family. Between all of my losses and lessons, I can state for a fact that I will never be in another criminal courtroom again. And I do not believe any person would do anything similar from fear of a similar punishment. If you give me a chance, I would like the opportunity to share my story with people to prevent at least one person from making the mistakes that I've made. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I know that God put me here to transform me. Since incarceration, I have gone through a spiritual reset. I'm on a journey that will take time and hard work. I'm proud to say I'm working harder than I've ever have before. I'm committed to the journey of remaining a drug-free, non-violent, and peaceful person. I thank God that I'm stronger, wiser, clear and sober. God makes no mistakes. I realize that this trial has received tremendous amount of global press, and Your Honor may be inclined to make an example out of me. I would ask Your Honor to make me an example of what a person can do if afforded a second chance. If you allow me to go home to my family, I promise I will not let you down and I will make you proud. Today, I humbly ask you for another chance to be a better father, another chance to be a better son, another chance to be a better leader in my community, and another chance to live a better life. I'm writing this not to gain any sympathy or pity. This experience is simply the truth of my experience and has changed my life forever. And I will never commit a crime again. Thank you for your consideration, Sean Combs. Y'all let me know your thoughts. In conclusion, Sean Combs. That's what the letter says. He's like a leader too. What do y'all think? Let me know. Y'all are what? Come on now. I need some thoughts in the chat. What about the victims? shoot for shoot for the stars is like, no, I'm dropping the violence. It's BS. Yo, call Maury. He should have kept quiet. This says he's never spoken in his trial. Okay. You said, I'm surprised he didn't request to be transferred to G Lane Maxwell Country Club prison. You know what? And not to like, I don't want to be, well, I'm a realist, right? If I get something wrong, I get something wrong, right? Okay, honey. She's singing. Listen, I don't know why people thought that he was just gonna like. I don't know. People thought that he was gonna. He still could walk. I don't know, but people really did think that he was gonna be released or he was gonna be let go or whatever. What about the victims for real? I mean, he only apologized to the two, the Cassie and the Jane Doe. Okay, that's who he apologized to. He doesn't apologize to anybody else. I don't hear him mention Capricorn Clark. I don't hear him mention Mia. Who else? I don't hear him mentioned. And I'm thinking, man, it's been like I'm like literally drew a blank after the trial to not even like really think about the people that were mentioned anymore because it was just so much. But I don't know, man. If the letter is true, that's a beautiful thing. But what prison is for reforming yourself. You said people expect that of a rich star and whatnot, Rabbit. It's kind of the way it goes, right? Absolutely. I agree. I'm glad that they make these letters public. Okay, I believe him. Let him out. He wouldn't lie on a court document. Peachy Mickey's like, all right, Rabbit, I believe him. Let him out. He's not gonna lie on a court document. I mean, because it's never happened before, right? He could be sentenced to they're recommending 11. It doesn't mean he's going to get 11. He could get more or he can get less. It just really depends, right? It really does depend. But I will say this though, and this is just I've said this before, and y'all will drag me in the comments for saying this, but that's okay. The Diddy trial wasn't anything that a lot of us thought was going to be. I literally thought that we were gonna. Oh, girl. Okay, I understand you like singing, but you got to keep it down. But thank you. Um, please don't give me petty, but it is dramatic. He's entirely unable to consider his victims. There's a lot. There's a lot. Now, this is strictly only on the criminal case. There's people that have claimed to be victims on the civil side. There's stuff that we will probably never know and that he'll never admit to, because the reality is that he has to, if this is really about healing, he has to get himself there, right? Um for me, guys, and this is just my opinion, I believe that, my undergraduate is in criminology, right? In the forensic science of crime, okay, and the psychology behind it. And one of the things, as effed up the criminal justice system is really effed up. Okay, it really is. People don't get the justice that they deserve. People get screwed over by the justice system all the time. I completely agree. But a part of me and a part of my study was trying to figure out rehabilitation, even for the most criminally horrible personalities out there. And I do wonder, what does rehabilitation look like for someone like Sean Combs? What does this look like? And if you're in, I want to hear you guys in the chat. If you're that person that says 15 years, 20 years, whatever it may be, I want to know what you guys think in the chat. What does rehabilitation look like for Sean Combs? That's what I want to know. For the things that he has been convicted, not for the things that you guys believe he should be convicted for what he has been convicted of. What's the rehabilitation here for a man like Sean Combs? That's the question. And that's a real question. You said he won't be? You said, Rabbit, did you study crime scenes? Yeah, I studied. Yeah, I did. I did. That was fun too. Just saying, my mind goes there. I studied a little bit of everything. So like I took a course on serial killers, serial offenders, all kinds of y'all. If I could tell you, there's so many courses that I took in my undergraduate studies. Maybe therapy. Okay. Well, he's teaching people. Lord have mercy. Look at Panda says, plot twist, Rabbit. Rearrested in front of the jail for schmurder. You said there is no rehabilitation for billionaires that has been doing the same thing for decades while living a privileged life. Ahmad, I'm so glad you said this, because that goes to me, that correlates with this sentence right here. This is what I wanted to hear. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this is his letter, but if I were the judge, this is the piece, and it goes with this sentence. I realize that I'm in a situation where no amount of money, power, or fame can save me. Because if he wasn't in that situation, he would use money, power, and fame to get him out of that. That would be the other side of that argument. Does that make sense? So you saying this, Ahmad, is perfect right there. Because what is a rehabilitation for somebody who historically has used money to get out of situations? That's where I was going with that. Thank you for saying this, because you completely tied it in a bow with me right there. The College City situation where a lot of people died, he got out of that, guys. The New York nightclub shooting, he got out of that. Okay. And what made him get out of that if it wasn't for money and fame? So now he's saying, I'm in a situation where no amount of money or fame can get me out of that. You're right. You are. You are in that situation. Because if you weren't, if you didn't have all this, you probably would be doing the same shit, right? A lot of this, okay, girl, a lot of this has been learned behavior. A lot of this has been people letting him slide with shit. This has been the thing about Diddy and a lot of these famous people is that they get a lot of leniency when it comes to how much money you throw at something, what you do to make things go away. Now, this is just my opinion, right? He was not convicted for a RICO, okay? Whatever the jury found, whether I agree with them or not, I believe that the jury did what they had to do to convict whatever they did. Okay. But it doesn't look like he's going to be walking out. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel like people have predicted this. He's going to walk out. I could be wrong tomorrow and I'll eat crow. I really will. Give me some green chili with it. I really will. But I don't think he's walking away. I don't think he's like people have been underestimating this situation. No, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to walk away. And his lawyers are doing the most. They are, look, this is from Brian Steele, okay? This is for the judge. And this was literally submitted like, what is it? Was this today? This was today, even though it says the first. But I saw it on the docket today. I hope that all is well with you, your honorable court, always. For scheduling purposes, please be advised that at least 4 members of Mr. Sean Combs' team plan to address his honorable court at the sentencing hearing on October 3rd. There will also be approximately 15-minute video, which is being finalized at this time. What are they doing? Which will be played for the honorable court. Once the video is in the final form, we will share the same with the prosecution prior to sentencing. So they're going to bring videos to the sentencing. What are they going to do? Perform? I don't know. They got videos, and I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. They did respond. They filed a motion, a memorandum on behalf of a replying sentencing memorandum on behalf of Sean Combs. And this is just the defense replying to all of what the recommendation is, what their thoughts are. They're making arguments about, like, if you think about who under the Mann Act, who else has been given 11 years behind bars? I don't think that there's any other cases. I think Diddy's would be the first, if I'm understanding this correctly, because from what I've read from the defense side, they are out there really putting up a fight about what this is going to look like for Diddy, and really bringing up case law and case examples and research to make sure that people understand, that what is, at least from the defense side, they feel like what's happening to Diddy is wrong. Okay, this is what the defense feels. It's not what I feel. It's what the defense feels. That's their argument. Now, let me tell you, outside frenzy for Sean Combs' sentencing begins with paid online sitters staking out spots for 24 hours in advance. They got people out there already, okay? They got people already camping out. Already. Are they going to spend all day giving speeches tomorrow? Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, even Inner City Press was like, I don't know what to make about tomorrow. It's about to get crazy. Thank you, Diddy Docket, for sharing my video on Twitter. Thank you, love. Hold up, because Inner City Press, you guys know we're gonna be live, and he's gonna be live there tweeting as well. Shout out to Inner City Press. But this has literally been one of those things where it's like that courtroom is gonna be packed. I don't know. I heard there's gonna be probably a bunch of YouTubers tomorrow there too, and they're heading down there. Inner City Press. Did he change his name? Did Inner City Press change his name? Inner City Press. How come I can't find him anymore? Hold up, y'all. City Press. Where'd he go? Hold up. What happened, Inner City Press? I gotta find him. Anyways, so I do wonder what's going on with Inner City Press. I cannot find his Twitter. That's so weird. And I just saw it today. Maybe I need to refresh my thing. It's weird. Huh. I don't know where he went. Anyways, can't search him. Oh, wait. I found him. I was misspelling Inner City Press. Lord have mercy. I'm tired. Sorry about that. Inner City Press is already... I spelled inter, not inner. Inter. I feel slow today. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. Hold up. He said, fake legal documents. You are a liar. All I can say is that the letter of support for Combs was filled into the court docket by Combs' lawyer Brian Steele late last night. This is crazy. He can't file for Combs. Like, why are they calling Inner City Press a liar? People do too much. 10 a.m. There's more talk in the Southern District of New York about the sentencing going beyond Friday. That's what I heard too. What is beyond Friday? The court closes on Saturday. So what does that mean? Monday, there's going to be more court. Friday and Monday, is that what we're doing? It would also seem that it could hear Mia and the arguments. By the way, Mia is the one that's going to be, I guess, giving the victim impact statement. It's my understanding of it. Combs' statement all in one day, but we'll see. This is going to be interesting. And let's see what else he tweeted. What else? Everybody's out there. They're putting barricades out there, you guys. It is getting crazy. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Hold up. Nope, that's not what I want. The live streams are already set up on the newsroom. Already. Fellow inmate pens letters of support before sentencing. Look at this.
Here's good news. I have no idea what's going to happen with Diddy tomorrow. I am listening to these two guests as closely as any of you. I don't know if he's going to get a bunch of years. His judge doesn't seem to love him. Okay. Now, he's going to be sentenced tomorrow for the 2 counts, right? What were they again? Roll up so I can see. Transporting women across state lines, Mann Act, for the purpose of prostitution. Combs was acquitted of the 3 more serious charges. Remember the racketeering, the RICO? Remember how we were here saying, I'd never seen any RICO where it's just one guy like this. Prosecutors want him locked up for more than a decade. Diddy's defense has asked for a little bit over a year, including the time served already, which would mean he would be just about ready to get out. So the strategy has been remind who Diddy is on the positive side, dozens of letters, including from his family, former girlfriends, employees, even fellow inmates, to whom he's teaching a business class. Quotes are common, such as, Mr. Combs teaches us about how chasing easy money is the wrong way to achieve greatness. Mr. Combs has affected me in a good way and has impacted me because I've learned many things, like how to create a successful plan. He's given me something to look forward to, and I'm currently studying a new business venture, so when I'm released, I can move forward. Now, of course, the judge could say, great, you'll do a lot of good.
We read this. This is interesting. Tupac Shakur says, this needs to be wrapped up tomorrow. Not interested in a Hollywood edited video from Puffy. I don't want to hear from his lawyers crashing out. Ooh, his lawyers are crashing out. It does seem to me, but I guess we'll see, man.
While you're on the inside for the next 5 years. There are also letters asking the judge to throw the book at Combs. His ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, wrote, his first actions will be swift retribution towards me and others who spoke up. I remain very much afraid of what he's capable of and the malice he undoubtedly harbors toward me for having the bravery to tell the truth. Combs himself wrote his own plea. I take full responsibility and accountability, he wrote, for my past wrongs. The old me died in jail and a new version of me was reborn. Prison will change you or... Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone and you will get fact...
I really wish they would switch that up. Like, I feel like I've memorized too much.
Inner City Press here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Wednesday, October 1, 2025. Now, yesterday, it was almost 8 o'clock when Judge Subramanian denied Sean Diddy Combs motions for acquittal or for a new trial. The argument...
Y'all hear that? Like, there was so much leading up to this day. Motions, release, acquittal, turn over this and that and the other, and none of that went down, y'all. None of that went down.
It was last week. We live tweeted it. We'd been expecting the ruling for some days, but it came down Tuesday evening, and it was denied. The sentencing is going forward on Friday. We will also be live tweeting that. It'll be something of a culmination.
Yep.
After the motion was denied, the government, the prosecutors, that is to say, put in a letter that beyond the letters they put in Cassie Chef Jourdain, who never testified in the trial, by the way. Mia, the victim witness known as Mia, wants to testify in person. Now, some people are saying, hey, she had her crack at it. There was a lot of dispute about a video that she shot that was then shown. It's a long story. Shown in court.
Oh my God.
And they tried to go after people for mentioning what the video was. It was a tricky.
Guys, oh my God, y'all. And while we're live, let me tell you what just broke. 2 new sexual assault lawsuits on sentencing eve on Diddy. Let's keep watching this and then we're going to switch over there. Oh my goodness. You guys, we might not talk about Laken. I did a video earlier today on Laken, but we might just focus on Diddy tonight and then tomorrow. And then we'll probably do a separate live on Laken. But I will say that I did do an independent video on Laken breaking down those court documents. So if you're here for that, I apologize. I'm letting you know right now. We just got too much to review on the Diddy situation, y'all.
Trial, but we got through it. Here we are. And we'll be reporting on the trial of the sentencing on Friday. Watch this feed. Now, another case trial that we covered, Roman Storm and Tornado Cash.
All right.
He made a motion last night. It was actually supposed to, I think the deadline was yesterday.
Let me pause it right here. We're going to go into this breaking news 13 minutes ago. 13 minutes ago. Diddy, 2 new sexual assault lawsuits on sentencing eve. All right. Oh my goodness. Diddy is staring down one of the biggest days of his life, his prison sentencing. And now, just one day before that goes down, he's been hit with 2 new SA lawsuits. In new court docs obtained by TMC, Lakeisha Ward and Dijon, is it Belso? Both represented by attorney Tony Busby. Oh, God. Who unleashed a fury of cases against the hip-hop mogul, claiming in separate lawsuits that they were SA'd by the mogul. Ward alleges that Diddy drugged and SA'd her at a pool party he hosted at his Los Angeles home in 2018. Ward says that she signed an NDA before entering the party and felt dizzy after just 1 or 2 drinks. She claims she was eventually led to a bedroom laying down as her drowsiness increased. When she claimed Diddy entered, became sexually aggressive and eventually climbed on top of her and did stuff with her. Okay. Now, Belso says back in 2009, he was just 18 and met Diddy at a small party at the Beverly Hills Plaza Hotel, where Diddy allegedly enticed him with promises of a recording contract and entry into a music biz. Okay, so this defendant claims that Diddy then rugged him, SA'd him throughout the night as he lapsed in and out of consciousness. Both of the Busby clients are seeking compensatory and punitive damages for the alleged SA. We reached out for rep to Diddy. So far, no word back. All of these are civil cases, guys. They're all civil cases. It doesn't mean, but for them to hit hours before the sentencing, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. NJ Hawaii, thank you so much for the 999. Hey, Rabbit, there's too many possibilities with this case, but 1 year is not enough time to make such a change in his life. NJ, I agree with you. I personally agree with you. For rehabilitation, 1 year, it's not enough, especially for somebody like Diddy. I agree with you, NJ. I know prison is horrible and he's talking about the conditions and he talks about that. Like it's so many people in one little space, no walls, no windows. Yeah. I mean, that's the jail. Okay. When he transports over to the prison, it'd be a little bit different. Not to say that that's any better, but I mean, that's the reality of the situation. You're not given the treatment that you're wanting or that you're paying for anymore. This is a life-changing situation. But see, here's the deal is that Diddy had ample opportunity to change his behavior time and time again. He could have changed his behavior when the College City situation happened. Did he? No, he didn't. He continued on. He escaped. He did what he had to do. And there's been so many other shady shit and lore of what he has done. He didn't have to treat Cassie the way that he did. And if I was Cassie and if I was her mother, man, I'm telling you, 10 years, 11 years behind bars is symbolic to the relationship that she was there. People will say, well, she could have left. No, I don't think so. Not at that age. She wasn't ready. When you're in a situation like that and there's gaslighting, there's psychological and emotional mental abuse by all of this, it is not easy for people to leave. I don't care if you're Cassie or if you're Linda from across the street. It doesn't matter. And I think he knows that. And I think he was always worried about that. He was always worried about this. And now here it is. It's Judgment Day. It is Judgment Day. At least, the hearing Judgment Day, if that makes sense. So I agree. I don't think it takes more than a year to really rehabilitate anybody in a situation like that. I would say so. And I really do hope that, because I believe in rehabilitation for people, I hope that he really takes, whether it's 10 years, 15 years, hell, 5 years, whatever it may be. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Tear Talk says, I did a video to show you that you weren't gaslit. An earlier report did say Celeste was dismembered. Oh, Tear Talk, I'm going to have to watch. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad that another creator is looking into this, because I'm telling you, sometimes TMZ and all these other reports, they will gaslight us. Be like, no, we didn't say that. And I'm like, interesting. Thank you, Tear Talk. Shout out to you, Tear Talk. Thank you for the $4.99. Let's see. Hi, Rabbit. Love you. Diddy's letter is all about him and his feelings, not a second about how victims feel and fears. That's right. Well, he's not acknowledging anybody else. He's not acknowledging Capricorn Clark. He's not. Remember Capricorn Clark? She says she was I was waiting for Lindell to come and show up today. Oh my goodness. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Girl, baby bunny got a hold of my favorite MAC lipstick. I had to run and get it. I'm not playing. Hold up. Let me clean my hand because I got lipstick on my hand. Hold up. Lindell. Shout out to Lindell. Lindell, where have you been? It doesn't matter how you feel. A ruling has to go through according to guidelines and the law. These accusations are past the statute of limitations. Well, Lindell, why don't you tell that to Judge Submaranian? Let him know that. You could have written a letter too, if you felt that way. I'm just saying, because maybe they are. Lindell, write a letter to the judge. You're right. It doesn't matter how I feel. I'm just a commentator. That's it. There you go. Respect the jury. I do respect the jury. I'm not arguing with the jury. They found what they did. But I have my opinions. Diddy was only found guilty of prostitution across state lines. Time served should be the sentencing. Well, tell that to the judge. Let me know if you need help writing letters. Dear judge, in my opinion, it is my opinion that he should get time served and people should stick to the guidelines. And these things are out of statute of limitations. Write it out. Let him know, J-Mac. Let him know, Lindell. Let him know. All right. See if you guys get heard. You won't get blocked over there if you get, your letter might get ignored, but you won't be blocked over there. Let's see. Is the trial tomorrow? The sentencing hearing is tomorrow. The trial already passed. The judge has, so the judge, take it up with the judge. Some of you, Lindell, you were in my chat talking about he's going to be released, this and that and the other. No, he wasn't. Why? I told you guys, I don't think that this is something he's going to walk out. Now, I respect the jury's decision. If they say he wasn't a RICO, He wasn't a RICO. You know? Let me know. You said what a crocker is. She definitely didn't write this. Kings, can you talk about the letter? You don't think that Diddy wrote it? I don't know. Let me know. Yes, the Cassie accusations, Capricorn Clark, Kid Cudi, that's right, that's the other one, and so on, are way past statute of limitations. Yes, but the judge can consider whether it's past statute of limitations or not. You know, he can consider the accusations now. The jury doesn't have to consider it. They're done. Their job is done. But the judge can consider any past anything in order to determine sentencing. That's what the judge can do. I didn't write the rules. It could be past statute of limitations. He can consider that, guys. He can consider anything. I didn't write the rules. That's the judge. That's what I'm saying. Y'all write a letter to the judge and let him know how you feel. Let him know. Isn't it illegal? All about of it as a whole? What do you mean, Wendy? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? How was anything past the statute of limitations even charged? I don't think it's past statute of limitations. That's just my opinion. I think that with federal crimes, it's a little bit different. The extension is a little bit different, but I don't know which statute of limitations are you looking at? You're looking at the civil or the criminal, or even federal. I mean, everything's a little bit different when it comes to that. You know, you hope he gets time. You said, I hope he gets some serious time. He's evil. Well, y'all are entitled to your opinion. Judge can say, I don't care about all of this letter crap and throw the book. That's what I'm saying, Ronan. It doesn't matter if it's past statute of limitations. The judge can throw the book at Diddy and say, nah, you staying here. Okay. And you're going to be here X amount of years. That's not something I made up. I've seen that in time in cases. Sometimes you think that they're only going to get like, 10 years or 5 years or 3 years. And it turns out to be more. That's the judge's discretion. This is where the judge plays a huge role in this whole situation, is the sentencing. According to the Mann Act, the victims would be the male escorts. Okay. So did the male escorts write letters too? Lindell, I'm telling you, man, you got to write a letter to the judge, because that's what I got to say. I wonder if he's going to say that when the sentencing happens tomorrow, Lindell. But shout out to Lindell. Lindell only came back. Lindell, you don't even come back on the other cases. Come back on the other cases. Lindell's like, no, I'm only interested in this one. And then Diddy would have a good case on appeal. Judges, especially new ones, don't want to be overturned on appeal. That's a good point, J-Mac. I do agree. They don't want to be overturned. So I think maybe the judge will consider something that's fair. He might consider what the prosecution says, or he might not. Or what if it gets overturned? But I'm telling you guys, they appealed. I think my understanding, I heard that they even appealed to Trump, and that didn't even go too well. And him and Trump, you remember how Trump was about Diddy. He's a good man. He's a good guy. He's the best. Y'all heard that. But back when he was on The Celebrity Apprentice, what did he say to Aubrey O'Day? I don't have anything bad about Diddy. And Aubrey was like, no, I have my own trauma with Diddy. Like, she had her own thing with Diddy. You said, so are we going to forget the defense stating Diddy is a very violent man? Oof. Right. That was the open. Miss Addie, thank you so much. That was the opening statement. We're not condoning DV. I remember that opening statement. He had some problems. He owns it. But this is about a man's sex life. But they did say that he had violent tendencies. He did say that. The defense said that. Diddy's admitting to DB. That's why his bail kept getting denied. He's a dangerous man and a threat to society. But he's gotten away with a lot of shit too. The judge better be careful. He could be pulled into court if he doesn't follow the guidelines. Well, I guess we'll see how worried he is tomorrow about that. Wasn't he, Amber? He was simping hard before all of this, and now he's trying to change his tune. Now, Comey's been fired, and Comey was like relentless in this. Don't forget, at closing arguments, what did Comey say? They said that there was some other child stuff happening. I don't know if that had to do with the coding of the charges, or if there were other pending charges coming through. We never knew. That's the question. Is this the only charges, or are there any more? Diddy's writing this. If he wrote this letter, he's writing this letter like there's no more charges. He's done. He's gonna, he's gonna focus on this. He's got all these other projects that he wants to, and he wants to do better. And his mom is 85. If he's given 10 years, I mean, I don't know if his mom's gonna be around anymore. The lady had brain surgery, so I do wonder. Let's see. Kanye will be in Trump's ear. I don't even think Trump likes Kanye like that either. I think all these people, all these politicians, and all these celebrities, they just use each other, guys. They don't really F with each other like that. Like it's all what's the word? Platonic. Very platonic relationships, very platonic engagement with each other. That's how it seems like. Let's see. Hey, Abraham, how are you, my love? James Comey indicted. Let's go. LOL. I know, off topic. Don't lie to Congress. I do wonder how that's going to go down, honestly, Ronan. You said, they just trying to erase the Comey family. Well, Jay Clayton, my understanding is that he's really close to Trump. And Jay Clayton was Comey's boss. We read that when I don't know how I feel about, like, okay, let me say this. It's one thing to say you fired James Comey, but to go after the daughter, that does seem a little bit retaliatory. That's my opinion, though. I don't know if she's dirty just because she's the daughter. Like, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. You said Lindell. Lindell's in here. Wait, shout out to Lindell, y'all. This is why I like Lindell, because he always had like an opposing view, and he made us talk, and he was respectful. That's why I like Lindell. He never like cursed at people. Some people think Lindell's a robot. I don't think so. I think Lindell's actually a person. But I knew I was like, I wonder if Lindell's going to come through tonight. Did wonder. What are y'all forgetting is that the judge has a duty to keep the public and the victim safe as well. If he releases Diddy and Diddy harms anyone, it will be on the judge. Soul Power Tarot Coaching, you're on the money on that one, my friend. I think that the judge has a lot of duties. You know what I mean? You said, oh my God, Diddy's feeling bad for himself. He's not remorseful. The letter was interesting. I will say that. I don't know if he wrote it, but it's interesting. I do wonder what Brian Steele and team is going to do with, they're going to get videos. They're saying that this is going to last all day tomorrow. All day? Tomorrow? It's going to be an all day thing for sentencing? That's what they're saying. They already got people outside, you guys. I don't know if you guys have been watching the footage of like everybody's already outside, ready to go, ready to listen to what's going to happen. It's already scheduled. Hold up. I wanted to see if I forget the outlet. They're already outside filming, and there's people out there. There's protesters. There's Diddy protesters outside too. And I'm not saying for Diddy, they are victim protesters. Look at this. Hold up. Let me see. Is this it? Justice for Britney, protesters appear outside of the Diddy trial. I don't know why, but okay.
Justice for Britney. Justice for Britney Spears. Britney was never freed from her conservatorship. They freed her on paper, but they ever kept in a court-sealed care plan.
Yeah.
So, and it's an illegal court-sealed care plan.
Oh my goodness.
They appear, Justice for Britney protesters appear outside of Diddy trial? Why are they at the Diddy trial? This was uploaded 3 months ago. I was going to say, okay, I'm confused. I did see that they had some victim protesters outside, but I'm like, not Britney Spears. Unless there's something else that happened that I don't know. Hold up. Let me see if I can refresh this. Why is this why are we struggling here? Hold up. 50 Cent is trolling, of course. This was 3 months ago, 4 months ago, but we do have people outside. I was trying. Okay, that's not it. I was trying to find what was more recent. Oh my God. Y'all remember when they were oiling up out there? Look at this. That was crazy. My God. I wonder if Armand's going to show up at the Diddy trial tomorrow. He might, but That didn't go very well for people felt some type of way. He did make an apology about it, but yeah, that wasn't good. Just saying, that was not good. I'm trying to see what else they have outside. Everybody's 7 hours ago. People are. Hold up. Let me see if I could pull more images. Diddy sentencing outside court. They're camping outside. This is crazy. Today, a day ago, I'm trying to see if I can pull. I was seeing if there was images on this. Well, the frenzy's there. Hold up. I think we already saw this article, but they're outside. Look at this. Here it is. This is what I wanted to see. Oh my goodness, y'all. Okay, a talking bear. Let's go.
Plus, the powerful cough
relief you need.
Mind if I root through your trash?
Robitussin with real honey and elderberry.
Robitussin. Are we going to get another ad? Hurry up. Look at this. They're already outside. Look at, they got, oh my God. This is a business, guys. This is just so people are, this is a business. People make money off of sitting outside. You say you love you some tussin. That stuff is gross. Diddy is the first John facing years. What's going on here? I don't know, man. They're outside, you guys. They're outside and they're doing the most. Hold up, that's a Tesla protest. Look at this. This is same old line dudes. Oh my God, they have a phone number you can call. Skip any line in NYC. Oh my God, like there's a business for this, y'all. Hold up. Shut up. This thing is loud. That's crazy. The walk outside Manhattan Federal Court looks like a mini festival Thursday with 8 tents and 15 people, all of them professional line holders, saving spot for members of the media and influencers. Oh God. Yeah, the influencers were already there. Oh my gosh. This is, I think today being the last day, like this is the day. People made a lot of money. Those line holders made a lot of money. Just saying. I heard all you have to do is sit there for a couple hours and make $300 or $400, sometimes $1,000, $1,000 a night to hold the line. That's what I heard. That's what a lot of these influencers, I think Tisa was paying. I don't got that kind of money to be paying $1,000 every day. That's crazy to me. Itty bitty Diddy is about to be a committee. Is it cold? These people are crazy, man. $1,000. I mean, I would probably stand in line for $1,000 if it was just me. Get me that. I know, right, Ronan? I'll stand there. Give me $1,000. I'll wait there for, I don't know. What is it? 8 hours? 6 hours? I'm there. I'll be there. But they're probably already there. You said Mims said that? $1,000? Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. All right, guys. Well, I got to let you guys go. Tomorrow I'll be live. I've already scheduled it. I will see you guys mañana. I got to go because Baby Bunny's doing the most. She's already doing the most. You said the trial had been in LA. You would be a line sitter, right, Becky? You'd be like, Rabbit, I got your spot. Bring the taco stand outside. All right, guys. I'll see you guys mañana. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Bye, guys.